as you know, I was brought into this team to have a look to see why it wasn't running as efficiently as it should be. So I've sat back and I have observed how people work. And what I've noticed about you, Susan, is the way that you plan and project manage your work.
Sorry, Ken, I was in Bob's team for 8 years and he never had a problem with the way I worked.
Well, Bob isn't here anymore. So what I would like to say is, seeing what has happened so far, is I would like you to re-attend the project management course.
Fine.
Excellent. Okay, which brings me on to the second point that I would like to raise.
Oh, don't worry, Ken. I've seen your second point.
Right, so have you given any thought about feedback and how you receive it?
No one has ever said to me they have a problem with the way I receive feedback, so I'd like to know where it's coming from. I think I have a right to know.
Susan, it doesn't matter where this actually is coming from. These are observations and this is what this review is about.
I give up. You don't listen. You don't listen. I just want to know where it's coming from, so at least I have a chance of defending myself.
Could you just hold on? I've got to take this call. It's quite important. Hello, Jerry? No, it's safe. You can speak.
Danielle, can I have a word, please?
Yeah, of course.
This is about the third or fourth time I've come to you to speak about Ken. I can't do this anymore. I want to raise a grievance about him.
Susan, welcome. This is our first meeting, so would you like to tell me what's brought you to mediation?
This is it, really. This is... I don't know where... If this doesn't work, where we go. I can't keep coming into work feeling this way, really.
Ken, this is our first meeting. Welcome. I'd just like to tell you a little bit about my role and what you can expect from the day. I'm going to be impartial. I'm here to support you both you and Susan. And it's really an opportunity for both of you to have a conversation, find out what's brought you to mediation and look at a way to take you forward. Susan, welcome, our second meeting.
Yeah.
Would you like to read through what you've prepared so far?
Yes, I've put down that you don't listen, that you don't appreciate me, that you don't allow me to be creative, to use my initiative. Those are my three main things, really.
Okay. Ken, this is our second meeting and I can see you've written down a few points. Would you like to share them with me?
Yeah, about Susan, the fact that she's not a team player. She always seems to be needy and looking for praise, and she is a little bit naive on the fact that the department has got to run efficiently.
Ken, I met you first this morning, so Susan, you're going to go first with your uninterrupted speaking time.
He doesn't listen to anything that I have to say. He doesn't value me. He's come here. All he wants to do is put his own stamp on the team. It's as if he's doing away with everything that Bob put into place to put his own mark on it, and he doesn't appreciate what I add.
Okay. And is there anything more at this point that you'd like to tell Ken? Just at this point.
I just want you to listen, Ken.
Okay. Thank you, Susan. And Ken, thank you. I appreciate it's hard listening, sitting there listening, and it's your opportunity now to say your uninterrupted speaking time. Can I ask you to try and stick with what you prepared earlier, rather than respond to Susan, which is, I appreciate might be challenging, but have a go.
I have been drafted in to oversee the team since Bob's retirement, and I was asked to do that because it wasn't performing as well. And there was quite a lot to change, and a lot of people, in fact I would say all of them without one exception, which is yourself.
So I'm just going to try and summarise what I think are the key points. This is obviously having an impact on you both. You both say that, you know, if the consequences of the two of you not finding a resolution, you won't be able to do your job to the best of your ability, Susan, and Ken, you feel the team will fail. There may well be even a restructure and possibly job losses. Mm-hmm. However, if you do get a resolution, for you, Susan, it's it's very much about you want to come to work to deliver, and you obviously want to deliver. You want to make it, be a valued part of the company. So that's really what I think are the key issues, and I'm going to now sit back and let you talk to each other, respond, ask questions, whatever it is, mindful of the ground rules, and I will come in as and when. So it's over to you.
Why can't you just say, well done? Why can't you say that was a great achievement? Why can't you just say that? There's always a but or a however. You give a compliment and then you take it straight back with your but or however.
Why is it that you're always asking for compliments and well done?
No, I'm not.
I'm not asking for a well done, Ken, you've come in and you're turning the department around. We're all there to work, not for self-praise every 5 minutes.
Susan, I would like to come in for both of you.
Certainly.
So you've asked there, can you not say a well done?
He gives a compliment and then he will say, however.
Can you give Ken an example of when that's happened?
A point instead what you've just said. It was a great achievement securing Dr. Sikowski's title. You know that and I know that. And you said that, yes, it was a great achievement. And then you immediately said, however.
Susan, what would your request be to Ken?
I just want you to say that you do appreciate what I do.
I do appreciate what you do, and I do appreciate that you've secured the new account.
Thank you.
Ken, I know there were some things that you wanted to request of Susan. Would you be willing to explain them?
Certainly. I would like you to realise or to see that I am not looking to pick out one person to have a go at, as it were. I'm looking at the bigger picture for us as a team working within the company, and it's a difficult job in a difficult time, and there are lots of accounts to juggle. Mm-hmm. And I would like people to give their best while we're going through this difficult time, and that we're all working together. And I appreciate initiative, but sometimes it would help if things were recorded in order that we all know what we're doing together, and that way we can all strive forward. It helps with the smooth running of the machine.
That's fine. I can do that. Whilst I do appreciate it's not, obviously it wasn't the way that I've worked for the last 8 years, but actually, yeah, I can record it. I went on the training programme for the new software, yeah. I can record it.
Okay. So it sounds like there's some agreement there, and I'd just like to recap where we got to. Susan, you were talking about appreciation and the request for appreciation, and Ken, you said you were able to say yes, you do appreciate Susan's work. You do appreciate that she secured that account. you also needed some understanding from Susan that you're not trying to pick on her, that it's about what you're looking at is a much more the bigger picture of the team and how you work together. That you're all juggling different workloads and different at a difficult time, and you'd like people to give their best at this difficult time, and you really appreciate initiatives, but you also need everything to be recorded so that everyone knows what's going on, so that kind of everybody's understands where they've got to and everything. And Susan, you said that's fine. It wasn't how you used to work, but you understand the need for it, and
I do.
to help that smooth running. And you seem like you're happy to record where.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
On this new software, you've got the training and everything. Yeah. Okay. So, Susan, Ken, welcome back after our break. We're now going to look at some problem solving and making an action plan to help you find a way to move things forward. Just before we get into that, I just want to check in, how are you both feeling at the moment?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better nods, smiles, great. Yeah. Okay, good. We looked at, we kind of identified two key areas to look at now. They were communication and how you can show that you value one another. Which one would you like to look at first? So we've come to the end, and I'd like to thank you both. You really, put in a lot of
Thank you.
Effort and listened hard, which is what it's all about. You've got an action plan to take things forward. The only question I do need to ask you is, who else, if anybody, would you like to see this action plan? It's yours, and I will be typing it up and emailing it to you both.
Right.
Once you've signed it. Anyone else to see it, or just between the two of you?
I think it's, for me, I think it's just for us, really.
Okay.
I wouldn't,
Okay. So what I do need to tell the referrer is just that we've met and that there is an agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Great. Ken, Susan, that's great. We've got an agreement. I would just say this is your agreement, and it's your responsibility. It's a shared responsibility to make it work for both of you. I'm out of here now, so this is over to you to really make this work. Okay. And is there anything more that you'd like to say to each other at this point before we close?
Just that, let's start it now. So.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you.